order to soak up the last bit of summer before the cold weather rolls right back in, we took a little road trip in Garrett's brother's van again to the Oregon coast. Reed had just returned to the West Coast from an extended journey across the continental U.S. The boys desperately needed to float in the Pacific saltwater, regardless of waves or not. And me and the dogs, well, we had some serious beach combing, people, ocean, and cloud watching to do. I hope you can see them. And then to top it all off, tacos on the bus.
Yeah, buddy. Get it. Shock it.
Cheers. Welcome to wine country. I grew up mainly in Napa Valley, and it is a must to take advantage of your friends working in the industry to get a backstage tour and tasting. Needless to say, my family loves wine.
Oh, she's got the pink.
I was in college.
Meanwhile, back on the boat farm, we're mixing epoxy, cutting more of the rabbit, finishing the framework for the deck and cabin houses, and dealing with
Massive ball of fire.
moving forward with bottom planking, only about 60 planks left to go to the bow, and we move a bunch of sheets of plywood around. You want to
Somewhere.
Alright.
Yep. Hopefully. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much done.
Where do we start?
Bow. Well, either bow or back here.
We could probably get all of this done back here.
Well, I want to leave the end open. Like I was just explaining. 1 minute ago.
I mean, you say a lot of things all the time, and then you change your mind, so.
What?
How's your back feeling?
Super good.
Your line? It was, I know it was back to that third one.
One sheet spanning across these three.
Maybe median.
So maybe it was to this one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then we were going to do a short section here.
Figuring out where to lay each sheet of plywood took a bit of discussion. The ends need to lay on a deck beam and have to be staggered between the two layers to maintain its strength. Sometimes, even after you've planned ahead, issues still arise later, but you just gotta start at some point.
It's tricky here because we want it to come to the end up here, but it needs to cut to half there so that this piece can bear on that.
I apologize that I don't have more footage of Garrett putting the first layer of the deck together. At times, the boat can feel really heavy to hold up, not leaving much energy to film. It's also difficult because we are learning ourselves. We've never done this before, so excuse our beginner pace, mistakes, and indecisiveness. Wow. So it's getting cold, but we're still working. And Garrett finished the first layer on the deck, so now it's back to bottom planking. And he got 5 planks on yesterday, and I started plugging up all of our bungs. Show ya. So I've got up there in the bow, till about there, and then here are the 5 planks Garrett got done yesterday.
Try this time adding a little bit of regular filler too, because with so much sawdust, it might get a little like, I don't know, have a lot of voids in it. I'll give you some regular filler.
So you want to explain what happened? Or we can't talk about it yet?
Well, it's very fortunate that I don't look like Freddy Krueger right now.
Generator burst into flames. Yeah, I went to try to start the generator. It's been a little funky on cold start, so I gave it a squirt of starter fluid. Not that much, just normal spray. And I went to start it, and the entire carburetor and air filter ignited into a giant
left of the air
ball of fire. And I got it all, it's all clean and put back together now for the most part, but yeah, the whole thing just went up in a big ball of fire. 5-gallon gas tank next to the generator where we keep it, right here. And I had just filled up the tank on the top, which is about 5 gallons, I think. This whole area is just fire. Massive ball of fire. And we got the fuel line going down right here. And obviously, take the gas right there. So I had this split second of, do I run or do I put it out? Fortunately, it was raining, so my hands were wet. But I grabbed this whole assembly and tore it off the bolts, and it had this filter in it, and I hucked that, just big ball of fire. And so I have the open carburetor now, and it's still flaming. And I grabbed that can of gas, which was right here, and I just grabbed that and I threw it. And I just started grabbing handfuls of wet dirt and just shoving it into the carburetor and into the engine, and just throwing dirt into the engine. And I finally got the fire put out, and I sit back, take a breath, and then over my shoulder I noticed this thing, the air filter, is still sitting over there, this ball of fire just crackling. So I had to go put that out. Yeah, it was interesting. It could have been a lot worse. I didn't even burn my hands, but yeah, one of those things that that puts into perspective why having fire extinguishers mounted in convenient places is a really good thing.
Well, what are you talking about? We had one mounted very conveniently.
Yeah, about that.
It's
Another
just
reason
probably
why
from
you
1984.
shouldn't use fire extinguishers from 1984. They don't often work very well. You don't expect your generator to go up into a ball of fire when you try to start it.
No.
Yep.
There's a lot of repetition while building a boat. Every plank needs a countersink, pilot hole, then a fastener. We have about 154 bottom planks, and each one, except for about the last 12 planks in the bow, had 15 fasteners each. Now on to the last planks. They are more triangular in shape and took some fine tuning. Shape, test fit, take a little more off, test, shape, and test fit again. And shape a little more. Well, it's probably like, I don't know, 1:30 or something. It's pretty late in the afternoon, and decided just to have sort of an us day, which is really nice. It doesn't happen very often. Usually I have to work, or Garrett's like super needing to do something on the boat. It's hard to remember to take a break every now and then, because it's important. Otherwise you get burned out. And we've been doing this for so long now that definitely you need to take breaks. And so it's Monday. It's like October 20 something. I don't know, late October. And yeah, we're gonna, if you can hear Garrett, he's outside cutting up some wood. We're gonna have a little fire and maybe play some music. It'll be really good. And maybe make a little food later. But I'm excited not to need to go into town and to be able to stay here and hang out. And we can hang out together. So let's go check on Garrett.
Shortcuts can slow you down, but they never bound. Dust off your thinking caps, solar powered plastic plants, pretty pictures of things we ate. We're only what we hate, but in the long run we have found silent film gotta slow down, everyone, you're moving so fast. Frames can't catch you when you're moving like that. Inaudible melodies of narration or strategies, unobtrusive tones help to notice nothing but the zones of visual relevancy. Frame lines tell me what to see. Drop them like an actual me. The eyes and stuff just relax. Gotta slow down, everyone, you're too fast. Frames can't catch you when you're moving like that. Plato's cave is full of freaks, demanding refunds for the things they've seen. I wish they could believe in all the things that never made the screens. And gotta slow down, everyone, you're moving so fast. Frames can't catch you when you're moving like that. You gotta slow down, everyone, you're moving so fast. Frames can't catch you when you're moving like that. Moving so
What, you want to go home and make some dinner?
Yeah, dinner sounds
Maybe
good.
have some salmon and some wine.
Or that pork tenderloin.
Should probably eat the salmon first.
Either one. Schwab, you hungry? Do
Want
you?
some food, Bob? You want some food? Huh? Did you say food? Holy shit. You want
Wait,
some food?
are you serious?
You want some food, bud? Yeah?
Yeah?
You hungry?
Food? You wanna go?
You want to go get some food?
Let's go! Yeah!
Oh shit. Oh shit, I think they're serious this time.